Why is housing so expensive in Canada right now? I'll tell you why. I was watching The Wealthy Barber and he had a guest on. She blamed it simply on the fact that we had real estate investors driving up the prices of the home. But let's truly look at that. Let's take, for example, 1990 to 2026, and what we saw, household incomes jumped by 2.5 times across Canada. Housing prices jumped by 5 times or greater during that same period of time. Construction materials increased at least 2 times. Or you want to know what else really changed there? The way we build homes now is completely different than when we did in the 1960s all the way through now to 2026. It's the cost and the complexity to build a house now has changed drastically. But here's what also is driving up those prices, is that now when we go for subdivisions, it takes us a lot longer. Our holding times are longer because we're waiting for government approvals and we're waiting for them to review reports that they have absolutely no ability to approve and review because they don't have the knowledge, but yet they're signed off by engineers. And yes, I'm going on a bit of a rant, but anyways, we have archaeological reports, geotechnical reports, stormwater management reports. We have wind, earthquake, you name it, these environmental engineering and all of these types of reports. Then we have governments tacking on taxes. We have carbon taxes. We have permits and approvals and all of these things that add up. We've got off-site infrastructure that we have to do. That adds to the price of a home. But let's talk about one of the hidden things that no one wants to talk about, and that's inflation. Every single time our governments go out and borrow money or print money, that causes inflation. It reduces the spending power that you have to be able to buy that home. That's why homes have gone up 5 times, because it's more complex for us to build them. It's harder for us to build them, and it's harder for us to get subdivisions in place. And your purchasing power has gone down, and your incomes have not kept up with pace. So you really need to ask yourself, if we want affordable housing in Canada, we need to talk to our MLAs, our MPs, and our regional councillors and ask them, why are you borrowing money? Why are you guys increasing the complexity? Why are you guys trying to make it so that we can't afford our homes in Canada? That is the true reason. Every single politician, every single bureaucrat needs to be held to account because they are driving up the price. They're making it harder for us to have homes. And it makes you wonder, do they want you even to have a home? Remember, shelter might be a basic human right. A house that is 2,000 square feet is not a basic human right. Should you be able to afford it? Yes. But don't forget, back 100 years ago, we were able to build our own homes. You were able to mill your own lumber, and you didn't have to have a building inspector or anything else. So you have to ask yourself, we had affordable housing then, where are we at today? Where are we going to be tomorrow? You will own nothing and be happy? I don't think so. You're not happy today, you're not likely to be happy tomorrow. As always, keep shoveling it.